Chapter 6313. Although the outside world's suspicion of Pollard is overwhelming, Pollard himself has never been affected by the outside world's comments. As soon as the press conference ended, he focused all his energy on the development of Chanjiang Automobile. He took his newlywed wife to the production base of Gaoheng Automobile without stopping, integrated the team, personnel, and hardware there, and formed a human resources team to start recruiting automotive-related talents worldwide. According to his plan, the current team of Gaoheng Automobile will immediately put aside all Gaoheng's original work and devote themselves to the research and development of new cars. At the same time, fresh blood will continue to join this team to expand the team and improve the overall level. He asked the team to come up with the 1.0 version plan for Chanjiang Automobile's first model within 3 months. Since the Oris Hill Super Factory needs nearly a year to build, Pollard decided that once the plan for the first model is determined, a batch of prototypes will be produced on Gaoheng Automobile's production line for testing. After the prototype has been road tested and further tuned and improved, it can be handed over to the Oris Hill Super Factory for small-scale production. After another round of optimization and improvement, it can be fully mass-produced and put on the market. He expects that after the first tuning of the prototype is completed, the news can basically be announced to the outside world. At that time, a new car launch conference will be held to release Chanjiang Automobile's first mass-produced model to the world. It took Remy almost 3 years from the launch of the car project to the launch of the first model. But Remy is truly from scratch. Unlike Chanjiang Automobile, which already has the foundation of Gaoheng Automobile at this stage, it saves a lot of time in the early preparation and finding a cooperative OEM factory. When Pollard began to work hard, the Hogwitz father and son, who had been imprisoned in Orville's dog farm and drifted on the sea for half a month, finally they arrived at the destination of this trip, the Middle East waters. Taking advantage of the foggy Arabian Sea that day, the father and son were dragged out of the cabin. They stood on the side of the ship, with their backs against the vast expanse of White Sea, and in front of them were 3 cameras set up by the soldiers of the Cataclysmic Front. One of the 3 cameras took a close-up shot of Steve's face. One took a shot of his son Walter, and another took a full-body shot of the two, as well as the vast expanse of the White Sea behind them, making it impossible to tell any valuable info. The father and son, with messy long hair, trembled in fear in front of the camera. One of the soldiers on front said, "Come on, the two of you, the video we are shooting now will be shown to your family after editing. So I believe I don't need to teach you how to speak. Do I?" The father and son shook their heads in unison and said, "No need, no need." They had known Charlie's plan this time. He dragged them to this place where they couldn't tell where they were and asked them to record a video for their families. On the one hand to show that they were still alive, and on the other hand to let their families pay for their lives. If the family members paid the money after receiving the video, they could return to the dog farm and continue to live. If the family members didn't pay, then the two of them would probably disappear into the vast ocean. So, Steve spoke first and cried, "Wife, it's me, I'm Steve. I'm still alive, and Walter is alive too. But we have been kidnapped. During this period of time, our lives have been neither human nor ghost. It's so hard and miserable. Wife, please, for the safety of our lives, you must meet their demands. Otherwise we may be thrown into the sea behind us." Walter also cried and shouted, "Mom! Mom, you must save us. They are still very trustworthy. As long as you give them money, we will definitely survive. But if you don't give them money, Dad and I will be dead."